one shot on stage. What you got to play? Generic drops for days. Still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop and explain why these drops are so lame? Is money buying you fame? I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing along or go back where you belong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving up, moving on. Cause I took your girl to prom, she can't help but sing this song. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad. Come on baby, bring it back. I'm so gone, faded off a 30 rack. She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad. Come on baby, bring it back. I rap with a passion, yeah, I got it in me. I've been waiting quite a long time for y'all to hear me. It's about damn time you put some stock into me. You're either sponsoring me or fucking bothering me. And the fact is, we just practice all this madness. That is why your status is like a canvas. Chances our advancement is enhancing, and this new expansion's like a mansion. Comes off till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.
What's my sound sounding like? Let me know if I need to fix things. I've been doing so many fucking mobile lives lately. I feel like I haven't really done much on the computer lately. That's why, to be fair, so everybody that's been fucking, I don't know why everybody hates fucking Pogo so much. So I even played an effects song to open it up today because I was told that somebody was really against Pogo in my chat, and I don't know, man. If to be fair, if there was a fucking artist that did nothing wrong all throughout his life, like, you know how many artists are probably fucked up that we still support? Like, somebody said some bad shit in an interview or online sometime. I don't know. It's not a reason for me to hate that person's artwork. There's a lot of shitty people that make good art. But so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the part of the event that I did the other day, went to the other day, that nobody got to see. I have unseen footage. I have also some updates from the press briefings, and basically a short video of her appearance there. I don't even know if TPUSA has released this yet, but they were also there. I don't think Linda McMahon was there. I did some research. I think her actual appearances got canceled, having something to do with the school boards. I think the school board spoke against it in Illinois, and so that's why she wasn't able to attend. And if I'm not mistaken, Erika Kirk showed up, but she showed up a little bit late. So But yeah, I am doing well, One Crew. I appreciate you asking, man. Yeah, I haven't been online in a while. I apologize to anybody that was expecting me to be on. I haven't really told anybody why I wasn't doing open panels, so we'll publicly make an announcement, and then hopefully, and I'll leave this video up too. I won't delete it. Basically, what's happened was I had a buddy who I used to work with that got me a job with this company. I'm not gonna say the company or the buddy's name. And so I've known him for several years, and he actually took his life recently. And I don't know if anybody saw, but I went to a concert towards the end of the summer last year, and I actually ran into him at that concert, and that was the last time I saw him. And then I went and worked for this company again during the winter, and found out that he had taken his life. And yeah, so I've just been kind of like, I don't know, delegating my time differently. If that makes any sense. I apologize to anybody that doesn't give a shit, but that's why I've been gone for so long. A lot of people have been fucking tripping on me, trying to get me to do panels and shit like that. But yeah, I think I'm kind of back into the swing of things. I've got some random ass things I'm working on in a bunch of different places, and you're gonna see more UFC streams. You're gonna see a lot more political stuff, and I'll probably get back into doing open panels. But I want to orchestrate my open panels a little bit differently. I'll shoot that by sometime. I'll explain that to people one of these days. Let's see. Well, first let me pull up. Let's see. Switch the views here. We gotta go. Let's go side view or something. Is that okay? All right. So this is what Erika Kirk looked like when she showed up at the event. Let me go through some of this information. All right. Basically, they were doing a bunch of giveaway. This is one person's opinion about how the event went, and I posted it to the channel. I'm not really sure how accurate it is, if it was just a detractor, but the way it's phrased, it seems like this was written by a conservative that attended the event, but I'm not 100% sure. So basically, she showed up a little bit late. There was a bunch of people there, and they were doing like giveaways for free merch with everybody up until she arrived. And that's where this starts. And it goes, when she finally arrived, kids screamed like it was a concert. But if you were expecting American history, civics, or anything about our country's 250 years, you didn't get it. So that's how the actual event was advertised. It was called History Rocks. And it was like a 250-year celebration. And it was pushed as something that was supposed to be educational and not political. And I don't know if it changed the outcome of the event because Linda Mcmahon wasn't going to be able to show up, which I think she would have been more. I mean, she's with the Board of Education, so I think she would have been more into the educating side rather than, I don't know, the political side. And don't get me wrong, I know everybody wanted to see Erika Kirk, but I could see how she didn't bring the same thing that wasn't just Christianity and, you know, about Charlie. There was no real history, no facts, no lessons, just praise for Charlie Kirk, a lot of emotions and messages about being Christian and going to heaven. I'm a conservative. I'm a conservative Republican, and it was a joke. I'm a Christian, I'm a conservative Republican, and it was a joke. So yeah, a lot of the people that attended it were not too happy with it. Let me go to the presser as well. Sorry, I have it all shared through my channel. I posted it over there just in case anybody didn't get a chance to see it. So besides me showing it off right now, and then I'm also gonna go, like I said, I got some secret footage that people haven't got to see yet. So this was released by, I believe it was released by, it would have been it wouldn't be the school board director. The superintendent probably released this. When I had to set up to get press credentials to go to this, I had to reach out to the superintendent, and then I think to the local police. And then after the superintendent released after the event, the superintendent released this, and this was their description of the History Rocks event. Let's see. Wait, is this a different one? I might have got the wrong one. My bad, guys. I'm gonna delete it then. I put the wrong one up. Ugh. All right, we'll switch. Changing things now. All right, we'll go to the video that I got. I have more than that. And then maybe I'll open it up and do a panel for a little bit or something. But I wanted to cover all of this stuff first because I watched some of the news agencies actually didn't cover any of the updates after they came out. And I feel like that's the only way to really do it justice is to actually go over what was released. It's on Facebook. Let's see. I don't know how good the quality is going to be, but we'll give it a whack. It's a short video. I will probably pause it throughout just to keep everybody staying sane. But here, get that up, and then let's also drop this banner out of the fucking way. Oh, Linda McMahon was there. Just got a picture. Okay, so publicly, I guess there was another school in Illinois that she got taken away from. She wasn't able to do. And I don't know if it had something to do with the school board complaining about it, but there was a couple events that were canceled for her because I looked it up as soon as I got home after the event, and apparently it was stopped. So actually, give me a second. I'm gonna have a cigarette. I'm not in a hurry, and nobody's sitting in here. So next, we'll cover this video. If anybody's got any questions about the event or if anything like that, or if you want to come and join me now, I'd like to keep this topic somewhat related to what I talked about. Or if you have any questions, because a lot of people, I actually got a lot of people that started following me from going to these events, and not a single person has asked me my views. They'll always ask me like if I'm on their side or some shit. If you have a question for me, I'll answer it specifically. But the best way to flush out, if we can find out like a common ground, is to ask specific questions for anybody that wants to come up or do anything like that. Like I said, I've been talking to a lot of different people on all sides of the aisle. So if you guys want to pry into my political beliefs, I'll talk about them a little bit today. Well, actually, I'll talk about them as much as you want, but let's see if you want to join me. I didn't pin it though. God damn it. I don't know if I can pin it in this chat or not. I probably have to go to the other live. All right. That one's done. Now let's go here. Live. This the one? Yes. But yeah, thank you, Kirst and Wonkaroo, for being in here. Appreciate it. Now that's set up. Should we go full screen? Is this big enough? I don't even think this is big enough. I'm gonna go bigger, or a little bit bigger. It doesn't really fill out the screen on any of these. I guess if I throw it into the background, I can too. But you'll be able to see what the premise is. But yeah, the link should be pinned in the comments if anybody does want to join. If you don't want to join, that's fine, of course. But yeah, have a cigarette real quick. Get ready to go over this footage. I haven't watched the footage all the way through, so I will be watching it with you guys. But yeah, I was under the impression, and that's kind of the impression of everybody. They weren't letting any media inside because I assumed that TPUSA was going to have a stranglehold on the content, but there was actually a lot of people in there with their cell phones, recording videos and snapping shots. So I was able to eventually get some footage after the day had happened. And it's like a 12-minute video. I don't know how long the speech was. I hope it was longer than this video is. Like I said, the video is actually not super long, but I'm not 100% sure. Like when I was there for about 2 hours, it hadn't ended, but we were there probably a half hour before the event started. So we were there for easily an hour and a half of the event, and a lot of people said that they was waiting to get for her to get there. So let's get this going here. Let me know if you guys can hear it too.
In honor of Erika Kirk, no different than you chose to be here to learn from her. We're so excited that you get to witness this moment and to have her, and no better person to introduce her than our Club America chapter president, Oliver.
So when this was actually posted, it was actually posted by Club America that they were going to be running the event. And I assume Club America has some kind of affiliation with TPUSA. I was trying to find the connection because at first I didn't see anything public about TPUSA. And according to like the school itself. Let's see.
Without further ado, can we please welcome to the stage, Mrs. Erika Kirk.
I don't know if you guys heard anybody in there, but somebody screamed, I love Charlie Kirk. And she said, I loved him too. Everybody's going absolutely nuts in there. I'm glad she kind of panned to show the building is absolutely packed.
To be here. I apologize for being a little late. I got into a debate with my 1.5-year-old this morning about how when you put a shirt on, your belly button does not disappear. So that was a very long discussion, trying to go through multiple different outfits for him to understand that. But it is good to be here in Chicago. Chicago holds a very...
All right, so I fucking hate when celebrities do this. Okay, if this is why it's a great example, is because fucking Charlie Kirk was from a suburb of Chicago. Nick Fuentes is from a suburb of Chicago. Tim Pool is from a suburb of Chicago. It's not fucking Chicago. You know you're not at Chicago. You got called to this event. Just say the name of the place. Like, it's all over the goddamn everything. Like, it's not hard to do. Just say the name of the place you're at. I hate when people say Chicago when they're outside of Chicago. It's so annoying.
Very special place in my heart and in Charlie's for a multitude of reasons. He's from here, my family's from here. We love the Cubs, love the Bears. It's the Bears sweatshirt right there.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure the family got stock in the Cubs team or something like that, or got like a percentage of the team or something like that, after Charlie had passed away because it was his favorite team.
One of the first things we ever bonded over was being a Bulls fan with Michael Jordan. That was a huge thing for us. But first and foremost, I just am so grateful for each and every one of you. This is very bittersweet. It's not something I would ever envisioned, obviously, for many, many reasons. But Charlie loved Club America for a multitude of reasons, and on my part, I think the reason why he loved it most was because in high school, he knew that he wanted to make a difference. And he knew that
I have to assume that they're an affiliate to TPUSA. I don't know what the connection is, but she did reference them by name instead of just saying TPUSA. So I am kind of curious. They must have a lot of other starter organizations because TPUSA usually has things inside of college campuses. You don't see it very much on high school campuses, and this is the high school campus.
being a leader and also a servant, having a servant's heart was very important. So for him, he embodied Club America when there wasn't one when he was in high school. And so it's so special that he loved Club America so much. He wanted every high school in the country to have a Club America for a multitude of reasons. And Charlie knew when he was 18 that he had to make a choice. Was he going to go the normal route that all of the other students were going? He was going to college. Was he going to do, go into the career path of his parents? But, and he decided to follow the calling of the Lord put on his heart. And that was to start TPUSA.
So I know she's reading from a script, but she does honestly, like out of all the footage I've seen her on, it's usually on very big productions, not something like this. She does actually seem a little more genuine than usual. I have mixed views about Erika Kirk, and I don't really speak on them for the simple fact that I don't know how I would be if I had just lost my husband and had 2 kids, and you know what I mean, or my significant other. So I don't know if I'm judging the way she's grieving, I guess. But yeah, lately in the public, she's just kind of come off a little fake. This actually seems kind of like genuine to me. I don't know. Maybe other people think about it differently, but
because he lived his life in a way, and I do the same, and I'm trying to teach my kids the same. Every single choice you make matters, especially when you're a leader, especially when you're in a position of service. And he knew that when he made the decision to start TPUSA, that he was going to face trials. We all do. Every single one of you face a trial every day. I'm in the middle of one of the worst ones anyone could ever imagine. But you choose every day to know that you live for something way bigger than yourselves. Way bigger than the drama that's going on in school, way bigger than friends making fun of you, way bigger than all of that. You live for something so much greater and something so much bigger. And Charlie knew that. He knew that so deeply. And I just want to encourage you that it's so important to take responsibility for your choices and your actions. Charlie lived his life in a way where he was not afraid.
hold on a second. I want to see if we can get this a little bit louder. Just a hair.
He chose to use his voice for something so powerful. And I want you guys to understand that every decision will make a mark on your soul. It will. So as a young man, know that one day you're going to be a father. Know that the way that you treat women, the way that you live your life every single day, it matters. Ladies, be that, be ladies, be modest. Live your life in a way that's honoring. Honor your parents. Build something greater than just focusing on what's next in your life. Don't compromise your character. You guys might think
So what I've seen so far, it's not necessarily historical. It's not a bad message by any means, but it's not really historical. But I haven't heard a lot of Christian push yet, to be fair. These are just generalities that are a good way to live by. Like, I haven't heard anything really controversial yet. So keep following.
I think it's great to go along with the crowd. You guys might think it's great to laugh at certain things that aren't funny. But just know that people are watching. And one day you might be in a position of leadership that people will look back on your life 12, 13, 15 years, and they'll say, wow, you made those choices, you made those decisions. Yeah, in those moments, but my aunt used to tell me, never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper. Live your life in that way. Not because you're being constricted, not because you're afraid, but because you hold yourself to a higher standard. And I want to encourage you guys to do that. And I also want to encourage you guys, don't compromise your character. There's no reason to do that. You might think it's cool to insult people. You might think, the man that took my husband's life, he made a choice over a course of time. He made the wrong decision consistently over his life.
What's going on, Rev? Good to see you. We are covering the event that I was at the other day. I was outside at the protest. If anybody wants to see what the people outside that were protesting were saying, I also have that up on my channel. And this is the coverage of what was going on inside of the building. Yesterday, it was Erika Kirk and Linda Mcmahon at this event, and I'm covering the Erika Kirk footage that I was given, or that I got locally.
And so I want you guys to understand that even though your choice might be small, I don't care if it's deciding whether or not to put the grocery cart back in the stand, or something as grand as finding a way to forgive someone who's deeply hurt you. Those choices leave a mark on your soul for eternity. People are watching. One day your kids will watch you. And so I again am so grateful to be here, because this is where it all started for Charlie. And it was always so special for him, because he understood that there's something so much greater when you sorry, it's just been really emotional these past few days.
So I don't really have an update on the Alex guy, or to be honest, I started pulling back on following that. I was watching. They did like a 12-hour court appearance the other day, and I was trying to follow it, to be honest. And yeah, I'll have to reignite my interest in that story again, because I don't know, like, Candace kind of threw me in a whirlwind, like Candace Owens, about following that story. And I think a lot of people did that. I was following Jesse on Fire, and a lot of that and just what the FBI was doing and all of this stuff just didn't add up to me. And I was worried that they were going to rush through the trial. And what happened to that Alex Peretti guy? I'm hearing so many different things. Basically, what happened was that I was talking about the guy from that was having a trial over Charlie Kirk's death. I wasn't thinking about Alex. Alex, basically, the BBC released new footage about Alex, and it showed him kicking out the tail light of an ICE agent. And so just in that footage alone, I think they said he committed like 3 felonies. And then also, when he showed up the next day, I think it was inside of a week, he showed up, and that's when he actually lost his life and was shot by an ICE officer. What happened was he brought a gun to a protest, which you're allowed to do at that point. But if you're going to engage with officers, you have to let them know you have a firearm on you. If you get pulled over in your car, say you're allowed to have a firearm, that's fine. You know what the first thing you do is? You let the officer that's pulling you over know, hey, I have a firearm. I have my concealed carry. I will give you all of these things. You don't get in a wrestling match with officers and try to pull people away from other officers and then decide in the process that, you don't have to tell the officer that. If you have a firearm, you need to let people know about it, especially if you're dealing with an officer. I mean, I don't know how people don't understand that. Like that's not crazy to me. All responsible gun owners that I know have been taught that ever since they had a gun, is that if you enter into anything with an officer, you let them know, hey, I have the right to own this. And sometimes they'll check and see if you got anything chambered in it. Sometimes they'll, they have their own protocol they have to go through from state to state of what an officer is supposed to do to check your weapon. But yeah, it's so silly that people are pretending that this was just like an execution or some shit like that, or he was just recording or some shit like that. He wasn't. He was going and interfering with federal officers, and I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand the uprise about the Alex Peretti thing. I just can't fathom it. I'm sorry. I don't know if that makes me callous or whatever the fuck, but it very much turned into like a fuck around and find out kind of thing. And it shouldn't have had to been that. But what happened is the media is acting like these people are fighting against fascism or something like that. If ICE was doing something unconstitutional, then I could get behind what they're saying. I shot a stat at somebody the other day, and I think it was, I looked at this person and said, "Oh, did you hear about the stat that I heard the other day?" And they were like, "What's that?" And I was like, "That I think it was 80 something people died in ICE custody." And I was asking them if they had heard about it, and they were like, "No, I didn't hear about this at all." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess it happened under the Obama administration." And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess it's public knowledge and everybody talks about it." And they were like, well, what do you mean? I was like, "Well, in ICE custody, this is what happened." And they were like, "Well, I wonder who was running ICE then." "Oh, it was Tom Homan, the same guy that's running it now. Obama gave him a medal for his work when he was working with DHS, or I don't remember if he was where he was specifically at that time, but he was working in general with Border Patrol and ICE." And yeah, I just can't fathom why people are now like, "Oh, now Tom Homan's a bad guy. Now he no longer is able to do the job that he's been doing under all of these other administrations." I think he goes back before Clinton as well. I don't remember who his first president that he started working with was, but Reverend, your camera is not connecting. It says device not connected. Not sure what happened, but I saw you in the background, but it said your device wasn't connected. But yeah, let's finish up this clip. Sorry.
Something that's so important when even with understanding the character on the internet, it's so easy to hide behind a keyboard. It's so easy to press send after typing something out that you think will have no ramifications, but it does. There's someone on the other end of that computer, of the end of the phone. And so, as you go about your life and understanding that choices do mold you, I just want to encourage you guys to be bold and fearless. Not everyone is called to be on the front lines, that's okay. Support those that are, pray for those. Be there for them in ways that you could not even imagine, but just know that the enemy would love nothing more than to confuse you, to put you in a position where you don't think your life matters or someone else's doesn't matter, but it does. And so, just remember again, every choice that you make, is it bringing you closer, for me, closer to heaven? That's my focus now. Closer to heaven, closer to being the person that God has called you to be, or is it bringing you further away?
She actually separated that really well. She said, for me, it's God. Yeah, I don't know why, Reverend. It's showing that your device isn't connected. You can connect your camera and then turn it off once you get in here. But I think you have to have a camera to get in. So it's just saying device not connected. I assume you can hear me though. But yeah, I'm not sure why. They will need to connect their mic/cam before I can add them to the stream, is what my notification says for Rev. So hopefully you can hear that. But as soon as you give permission to those things, I don't know if you're on your cell phone or what. Looks like you're on your cell phone because you were in the cell phone chat. So
when someone's criticizing you, is it constructive criticism or is it criticism that is going to harm you? If it is not going to harm you and it's constructive, take heart of it, right over it. Like, again, the reason why high schools are so important to me, when I was talking to POTUS 2 weeks ago, I told him, I said, something that's really special is the fact that these students, a lot of them, how many of you guys are going to vote in the midterms? Any of you? Old enough yet? That's awesome. I want to know why. I want to know why that's important to you. And I even told POTUS, I want to know what's on their heart and mind that I can share back with you once I hear, because I want to know, I will never forget the first time I ever voted. Ever. And I want you guys to harness that same heartstring, because using your voice that way is very powerful than the other. God bless you. So when you guys do have a chance, please make sure you guys go out and do that straw poll that's out there. But again, I just want to encourage you, guys and girls, please, there's so much more to life than what's in these four walls. I told Charlie that his last day on earth, we were texting back and forth before everything happened. And I told him, I love you, I'm proud of you. And I said, go have fun. And you can do that. You can have fun in a way where you're making the decisions that honor your family, honor yourself, and honor your future self. Again, I'm so grateful to be here. God bless you guys. Sorry I was late again, but that's life. So thank you for having me.
Here.
sorry, I'm still muted. That was the clip. Rev, I don't know if you heard me. You have to give access to your microphone and camera in order to join up. But I'm happy to talk to you, and then I can add you in. But it wouldn't let me add you until you get a microphone or something added. Oh yeah, got to get permission. No worries. Yeah, once you do that, you should be able to get added up. I just saw the private chat, but yeah, the two biggest cases, and don't get me wrong, I feel bad when anybody loses their life, especially over something like this. The Renee Good case, as well as the Alex Peretti case, both of them were unnecessary in the sense that, and I would even take it a step farther than most Republicans or conservatives would. I don't think the ICE officer that shot Renee Good should have even been on duty. It sounds like he was actually going through PTSD from a previous shooting he was involved in. And I don't know if this is confirmed. I've just heard this. But if that was actually the case, then I would assume that the best thing would be to give that person leave. That's why they're actually having so many ICE officers in places, because they're trying to stay on, the up and up with it, where they're actually giving people the opportunity to swap out and go back home for a little while so that they're not just getting yelled at every single day by the public. when, you know, this is what they got hired to do. This is what the people elected to happen. It's not happening any different, to my knowledge, than previous administrations had done it. So, but maybe I'll separate this content. I might do something. Let me separate this. I'm gonna leave my Erika Kirk stuff up here, and then I'll actually restart, and we'll do maybe I'll do an open panel. And see you guys in a second.